Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for September 7th. This is a great week for you. Let's just get started. You have the Eight of Hearts coming up first. Eight of Hearts is like a gift from the universe. It's getting something that you want. You don't usually expect it, so it's usually a surprise. Not always, but typically it's a surprise. It's one of those things that you worked for indirectly, meaning you have no clue that you actually worked for this in your life. It's something that, like I said, it's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like a very karmic card in that respect, because it's like if you've been doing good things and doing things like taking care of people, taking care of your family, taking care of an elderly family member, or even donating to charity and things like that, all those things kind of like build up in a karma bank, and this is you getting like a gift for those things. So we don't always expect to get anything, or at least we shouldn't expect to get anything by giving our time from ourselves. But if you have been doing that, you can expect to get some stuff back this week. And like I said, it would be a surprise, something you wouldn't expect. And it could be anything. I mean, it could be a raise at work, or it could just be a random check that shows up or something like that. Or it can even just be, it's not necessarily money. It could be anything. It could be even a relationship out of the blue, and you would feel very positive about it. That's the thing. The Eight of Hearts brings in a lot of very positive emotions, so it makes you feel very positive as well, and it makes you feel very happy, just happy in general, because of this card. Next, you have the Eight of Clubs, which I always say is the rarest card in the deck by far. It's the card that shows up the least whenever I read. Even personal readings, it almost never shows up. And this card represents using your intuition. It's a very intuitive card, very intelligent card, and it really says to trust your intuition this week on all things. The card does bring a lot of growth into your life as well, and growing in different areas. But really, like I said, the message that I am really getting off this card is to trust your intuition this week, to really believe in yourself, and you won't be wrong. Eights are cards of like having multiple paths, and you have another card at the end as well that represents having multiple paths, and you have two eights here plus the 5. So I'd say if you're trying to accomplish something and you're really having a hard time of getting ahead, if you've been banging your head against the wall or just stuck, eights represent just needing to change things up just a tiny little bit. You don't even have to make any major changes. So if you've been trying to move forward somewhere, it's not working, just like the tiniest little change in your approach, and this could be, again, for anything, trying to get a relationship, trying to get a job, trying to move up in your job, or trying to start a business, whatever situation it is in your life, just making like tiny little tweaks will really have you moving forward very quickly. You have the Seven of Diamonds coming in. It's a card of having fears of money, but it's actually a card that says you have plenty of money, for what you need right now. It's just you pulling on past fears. So pulling from past times where you didn't have money and worrying about it. And it's a card that says think positively and definitely don't think negatively, because those negative thoughts will definitely bring in, more negative type energy. But it is a card of feeling financially off balance. But again, the financial off balance doesn't actually exist. It's only a fear from past experience. So just know that, and just know that you'll be fine, and you have nothing to worry about, and finances are getting better, if nothing else. I see them greatly improving. 2 eights, you really can't beat that. The eights directly represent the energy you put out, and then you getting that or equal energy or better. So if you're having a hard time making money, you just working even just a little bit harder will bring more in. So just know that as well. Finally, you have the Five of Hearts, which is a great card. Represents really multiple paths, like I said, focusing on multiple things, trying to people who have this card frequently have like many ideas, or they think of a bunch of different things, so you might want to take advantage of some of your ideas this week if you have any. And it's a card of, again, multiple approaches, looking at multiple approaches and anywhere that you're stuck. It's a birth card, so, there's always pain before it. Usually that represents, being stuck. And to get unstuck, you just have to wiggle around a little bit there. And you can definitely kind of birth a new situation. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the week. You have a very positive week. Like I said, those 8s make the week very positive. You'll have a good exchange of energy going like pretty much everywhere, and that will lift everything up. Love also looks good. Just as a side note, you have those 2 love cards, which are really great love cards as well.